In this video, we will be trying to create blue stuff from Create Broken Bad. I made a little chart to show what we need, and I think we should start with cyanide. For that, we could get a small tree farm to start off with. And one easy way to do this is to get a windmill bearing, some wool, a barrel, some saws, and finally, it's good to also get a deployer. I think I'll make the tree farm right over here. Don't make it too big, but it'll be able to support what the factory needs. I forgot to get some glue. You always need glue for create contraptions. One, two, let's see, how many more do I need? 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that oak trees produce a good amount of apples. So I'm gonna fill this up. I also could use some grass for this. Minus 4, 1, 2. Alright, so I'm gonna have to set all of these to that, otherwise we'll be trying to place logs back off the ground, which usually isn't the best. I believe this should be the right radio. We need one more grass block in this direction. And that should cover it. Yep, that's fine. And then 2. Right here, and let's see how it goes. I am to make it run. Just right click. Seems like mine is working in the wrong direction, but I can always reverse it. Oh, wait. Forgot one last thing. I need a portable storage interface to be able to bring stuff from this machine to my storage. So let's see. Where's the portable storage interface? There it is. Right now, this should have a near infinite source of apples flowing through. All right, let's see. So yeah, we're getting sticks so far, but eventually we will start getting other stuff from in there. And now we need a belt and a motor. I'm gonna try to center everything from this singular spot. So I'm gonna let a small fire underneath here, just so we can get rid of things that we don't really want coming out of the factory. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna make a filter. Should be at the bottom. Yep. So anything that's not an apple. Alright. Alright, let's try to get an andesite funnel coming out. Find one. Alright. Let's see what we get from the first load. Oh. I forgot yet another thing. To glue on the storage interface. That's one big doozy, which you don't want to make as a mistake. So, looks like it should be done. Ooh, seems like we're getting stuff out, but most of it's falling down there. So the only thing that we should be getting on this belt should be apples. And then if we mix it with that, we can get cyanide. Right here. So you get that by crushing down apples. Nice, our first apple. Fully organic, I guess. Let's see. We need a vertical gearbox right here. Maybe around here. Alright, and finally I need some crushing wheels, and then cyanide's gonna be coming straight at us. So we can cover this up as factory space. Just a little side area. And right here we should only be getting cyanide. And what is the next item in our list? See, we need this acid, which only comes from mixing water and cyanide. Alright, so I believe we do need a basin and a mixer. And our goal is to make this. Yep, so this is the only recipe, so we don't need to worry about filtering. So I want them right here. And we need a shaft. One, two. And then we need to get a cog. Right. Seems that we have to turn up the speed. Oh, seems like cyanide came out. But we do not want that coming out. So, once we get it in, we have to get out somehow. Alright, so we need one pump going in and one pump coming out. And we have to figure out how to do that in the first place. Right, so we can make one gearbox right here. A gearbox here. And a cog. Infinite water source could be possible right here. Alright, so let's see. Fluid pipe. And we need a smart fluid pipe also, and mechanical pump. And finally, we need a wrench. Just to finish it off. Alright, so we started making a little bit of the acid. Problem is, we don't have any ways of filtering it out. So yeah, this mod pack is a little bit large, but I like what we can do with it. So this is used to get this. So yep, we're on the right path. We're on the right chemical path, and then you need a mechanical pump. Right. And that should start pumping it out. And we can collect it in a fluid tank. And because I would like to add stylistic features, and make a really big fluid tank, so it's visible from outside of the building. Alright, yeah, seems like the filtering functions, but we are getting a lot of saplings. Well, that's not an issue right now. If it becomes an issue, we can figure out how to deal with it. Now we need to figure out how to get this. The other acid. Right here. yep, this is stuff. And we get this. So yeah, we need to get this. We already got this one. We just need acetic acid, which is oxygen and sugar. Now, how do we get oxygen? That's my question. All right, so oxygen we get with water and catalyst. Now I could potentially save space by using the same water source for this and then the other one. All right, so get a pump here, pipes here. This is where it goes on. I need to get my wrench back out. Cogs are a bit laggy, and I do have a solution for this. Because remember, you do not want to make your machines take a lot of memory. Because that is not the best thing for your games. So, here, and then we can get a gearbox, and then we can get a gear. So there's, instead of 3 gears, just 1. Which is perfect. And now we can drop in the copper zinc catalyst. But I did forget to get a mechanical mixer. Let's see. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. And now we should have this all set up and running. Right, let's see. Why isn't it making oxygen? So we need water and this. Oh, the system doesn't work properly. Right, let's see. We need a mechanical pump right here. And the reason why the system doesn't work properly is because we need heat. But at least in this episode, I am not going to be automating heat for you guys. Sorry. I could potentially use the I could potentially use wood and turn it to charcoal, but I'm just going to use the creative version because it will save us a little bit of time, and I'm trying to get a decent amount of time out of my machine. And now we're making oxygen and hydrogen. What do we use hydrogen for? Nothing. I could just pump it out forever, which is likely what I'm going to do. So let's see. I need hydrogen. A single bucket. I could make another output very. I do need another output, son. This is getting sped up. Alright, let's see. Hydrogen. Did I set the right thing? Potentially. Is it gonna work? Likely not. For whatever reasons, it's not working. Doesn't really matter, but what does matter is that it starts working. I do have a hypothesis. It takes up a little bit more resources, but it's better than doing nothing. For some reason, the cog here has broken. So now we're just getting pure oxygen in this container. So, now that we have oxygen, we have to mix it with sugar. For some reason, my recording just cut out, but that's not supposed to happen. Let's temporarily stop this and figure out a somewhat more permanent solution. There we go. That should be good. Alright, so I need oxygen coming up here. Oh, shoot. Let's see. That should have fixed it. Probably. I'm hoping. Alright, what is happening? Something's happening. Alright, I should stop it, I hope. Do this. Doesn't connect with other pipes. So that's a really useful feature. And what do we do in this step? It's combined with sugar, I believe. That's what I remember from the last recording. I'm not going to get into that yet. So let's see. Sugar and oxygen. I hope this works. My entire system is a very big, unorganized mess, but I hope it works. Alright, there we go. Now we can start pumping in oxygen. Why won't it start? Alright, I need another list filter. So anything except for salt. I have salt in my inventory right now. Right now, filter to filter out salt. It seems like I'm getting oxygen. And now I believe it is time for me to figure out, well, remember somehow which one is which. So oxygen, I use for insect and hide. No heating required, thankfully. Which way is this running? Oh, I know one way to test out. And that is the wrong way. Let's see. That doesn't seem very good. I mean, I could do something ugly. There we go. It's the wrong way. That should work. Alright, let's see. I need a file. And this will go to some kind of sugarcane farm. I think this could be the other edge of the factory. I hear my computer cooking live in the background, but I must go on. Let's see. I think I can use just an old sheet. I need another portable storage interface. Alright, that's part of it. And I think I might know the best water pattern. At least that I know of. My notes here. For sugarcane. Is this right? I believe so. Let's see. Let's see, we need a windmill bearing. This entire section, I believe, can just be wool. And we need 8. So 4 plus 1 plus 2 and a 4th one. Seems like I haven't encountered an issue, but it's very easily solvable. Alright. And that should be the end of the issue. Yeah, seems like that's about it. I know this design isn't the most compact possible, but I think it's going to be a decently compact factory. Let's see, sugarcane. Oh, I forgot to even assemble a contraption. So we need. Oh, I forgot. I offset it by, I believe, 1 or 2 blocks. Yep, there it is. I need water. Let's see. Seems like enough to get some sugar in. If this isn't enough sugarcane to sustain the factory, I don't know what it'll be. Let's see, that's the center, and I'm 4 blocks out. This is 4 blocks out. Ready, huh? And I don't think I need to put a filter on the output because I don't think I'll be getting anything here except for sugarcane, because that's the only thing growing in this vicinity. Ooh, but I forgot about processing. Alright, let's see. So, how could I get sugar? So, I believe I need it for this one. How could I get sugar? I could get it from honey, but I'm not going to do honey, absolutely not. I could do automated crafting. I could do grinding. Or I could do milling. Milling seems like a very simple and easy way to get this done. So I'm going to try it. Hmm. Let's see. I believe that you can make it one block closer, and it'll still work. Alright, and that should produce us the stuff. How do I get rid of the hydrogen? I have a very simple and easy idea to solve this. So first, we get a piston like this. It's not compatible with Query. Let's see. Now we need the redstone timer. Pulse timer. Sorry. And now we're finally getting more oxygen. Hooray. So let's say we got a little bit of sugar, because I want to test this. Just to make sure that it actually functions. Alright, let's see. Does it go around? Because whenever you build something new, you always have to test it. Is it going to connect? It's connecting. It's connecting. We got sugar cane, but I forgot to power it. So that's going to be a work in progress for now. There we go. And we have authentic hydrogen. That's, I believe, good. Alright, so that's right here. I believe. We have this. I believe the last step should be mixing the two that I just made together. Now this is something else. Yeah, oxygen and sugar. Sentient hydrogen. Let me see. Let me get this through. Your sentient hydrogen and thalasic acid. So the acid should be here. but we don't have any apples, so I'm just gonna have to test it myself. That's the acid that we needed. And this is currently unused. Alright, that's also now going to be that was an unused tank. So for now, I got rid of it. Alright, let me see. How do we get this over? Save our precious food. So for now, it's going to be inverted. It's going to be a long pipe sneaking through. Let me see. What do I want to use for the floors? I've been trying to use some of these items. It looks like it's just bricks. So that's a little bit disappointing. So I'll just use standard planks for the floor of this building. Or, let me think. One, two. Are we producing what we want it to be producing? We have oxygen, but we don't have sugar. Alright, well, I'm willing to get this stuff tested. No matter how slow it is going to be in the end, so... Save that precious liquid. Let's set it to... And then how do we make the second to final step? This. No heating, just mixing. Alright. Now that is working pretty well. Seems like a very streamlined system so far. And that's pretty good. Alright, let's see. So I think now we can actually start pumping in all the fluids that we really need. Really like seeing it in the tubes. Alright, so this should be the last step. We just need this. We need ammonia, which we get from nitrogen, which we get from seeds. And then we also need methanol. And methanol is a whole other thing. And we should probably stop wasting all that hydrogen. Well, see you in the next episode, since I've already recorded around an hour of footage. Hope my editor Joshua manages to find a good use for most of it. But see you next time.